All right, I have some news about my 100-gallon angelfish aquarium. I unfortunately lost two of my koi Manicaperu cross angelfish. They got a hole in the head, and then they both had Popeye, which usually is an indication of something with water quality. So I tested the water, and nitrates had gone up really high. Ultimately, I think it's just sort of old tank syndrome. This tank has a sump, and there just was a lot of gunk collecting in the overflow. Maybe old food and waste sort of got trapped back there. So yeah, it was causing the nitrates to spike up really high. So I did a bunch of water changes, took the fish out, put them in a quarantine tank, try to treat them, but sadly they ultimately died. I don't know, once a fish has Popeye or dropsy, like it probably is not going to recover, is my experience. So my fear, of course, is my altums. I don't want anything happening to them. They're perfectly fine. They didn't seem bothered at all when this all happened. I think the sort of color variations of angelfish have been bred that way for many, many generations to get those color morphs to stabilize. And I think it just makes them weaker fish, ultimately. So I'm hoping that's all it was. But I thought this is a good excuse to sort of get going with my moving the altums to another aquarium. So I decided to set up my 120, which I had been planning on doing. So this aquarium is my 120. It's 4 feet by 2 feet by 2 feet. And I decided to just go very simple with the escaping. I have some pieces of manzanita. It's actually one piece, but to make it fit in the tank, I had to saw a branch off. So the lower branch used to all be connected. But yeah, it's just from some friends of mine. It's from a manzanita that was growing in their yard that had to be pruned. And they had this really nice piece of wood, and we're wondering what to do with it. I was like, oh yeah, I'll take that. And then I got some, it's called ancient stone from Boost Plant, and Mojave sand. And yeah, I'm just gonna go really simple. I decided I went back and forth with the idea of having plants or not. Ultimately, I think no plants. I thought maybe I'd add some of like the Cryptolaceae in the back would be nice, or Java ferns attached to the wood, or Anubias, and we decided instead I'm going to go with botanicals. So from botanical, I have some leaves and seed pods I'm going to add soon, but I just set this up today. Or the past couple days, actually. I just filled it with water today, but it was a multi-day process with setting up the stone and the wood just how I wanted it. And yeah, I think, came out pretty good. What do you think? Happy with it? It's definitely an improvement over my earlier tanks I've done. I feel like I'm getting a little bit better, making more of an effort to, make nice tanks, make nice aquascape tanks. But yeah, it's 120. I'm using an Oazi Biomaster Thermo 850. There it is right there. Heard good things about them. I've used the smaller ones in my other tanks. They seem good. The nice thing is the heater is in the filter. So I hate having heaters in the tank. And inline heaters I have found to be really unreliable. So the nice thing about these Oaze filters is it's just a heater that you insert into the canister. I went with the Chihiro's Light. It's the B series, I think, which is sort of the lowest. Since I'm not going to do plants, I didn't really need any intense lights. So this is our sort of least expensive, least, least bright, least color range model. But yeah, I got the hanging kit, and it is hanging over the aquarium. I think it looks pretty nice so far. So yeah, I will soon be moving the altums here, leaving the other 4 now angels in the 100-gallon, and probably getting some new kind of tetras as their tank mates, and maybe some Corydoras and some different various loricads. Thinking of getting some other type of cichlid to go with them, some kind of considered Geophagus or Satanoperca. Yeah, I considered flag cichlids or dwarf cichlids. I think I'm gonna not do any other cichlids just to be the side of caution. I want the altums to be the sort of main focus. I don't want anything that's gonna mess with them or be an issue, or the Geophagus are sand sifters, and a lot of other cichlids that I could have used are sort of in that realm too, where they do a lot of sucking up sand, spitting it out, and I don't know, I just feel like they'd make a mess. And also the tank is big, but it's not that big, so I don't want to go overboard. But yeah, I don't know. Tell me what you think. What should I add? I was thinking maybe rummy nose, tetras, and maybe 1 or 2 other type of tetras. Yeah, haven't completely committed yet, but that's where I'm leaning. So, yeah, that's the update. And then eventually, the 100, eventually I'll get some other big tank for the other angels and other tetras. And I'd like to make this 100-gallon into my Hillstream tank, because as I have mentioned before, I hate my current size of my Hillstream tank. It's 33 gallons. It's really low and wide. There's just an annoying size. And I'd like to be able to get more of these type of little gobies and Hillstream loaches and some sort of little danios or something. And this 33-gallon is kind of limited. And then yeah, I'd like to use this space just as a storage space or something. Or maybe have live food, set up live food here, or I don't know, something. Maybe a little quarantine tank. Because it's sort of in the corner out of the way, and it's not really that enjoyable as a display tank where it is. So yeah, anyway, that is the deal. Just yeah, overall concerned about the health of my altums. They are fine now, but I'm worried long term what would happen if I kept them in this tank with the scalares. So yeah, anyway, that's it. That's the update. Watch soon for what I decide to add to the 120, and eventually I'll be moving the altums over there. That's it. Thanks for watching.